Hello, and welcome to another lesson from Level Up Mathematics. In today's lesson, we will be exploring real-world problems that require equations with variables on both sides in order to solve. Let's jump in with example 1. In example 1, two student groups went to an amusement park on the same day. Group 1 bought 9 tickets and received a $120 discount. Group 2 bought 3 tickets and received a $30 discount. Both groups spent the same total amount of money on the tickets, and the price of each ticket was the same. So in example A, they want us to write an expression to represent the total cost for Group 1. Now, Group 1 bought 9 tickets, and they received a 120 discount. That means they're going to take off or subtract 120 from the total. So our expression would be 9x for 9 times the price of each ticket minus 120. Group 2 bought 3 tickets and then they received a $30 discount. So this would be 3x minus 30. In part C, it says set the two expressions equal to each other and find the price of each ticket. So we'll say 9x minus 120 is equal to 3x minus 30. Now, starting on the right side, we notice there's a 3x, and I want to put all the variables on the left. So I'll subtract 3x from this side and from this side. So when I do that, I get 9x minus 3x is 6x minus 120 equals 3x minus 3x would zero out, and so I need to drop down the negative 30. Now we're going to solve. We're going to have to add 120 and then divide by 6. So let's do that. 120. So 6x would equal negative 30 plus 120 is 90. And then divide both sides by 6. So x would equal, if you need to, you can use your calculator to figure that out. 90 divided by 6, that's not a fact most students know. And this would give us the price of each ticket. So each ticket was $15. All right, look at example 2. An 18-inch and a 12-inch candle are both lit at the same time. The 18-inch candle burns at a rate of 2 inches per hour. The 12-inch candle burns at a rate of 0.5 inches per hour. Let x represents the time the candle has been burning in hours. So in part A, it says write an expression to represent the height of the 18-inch candle. Now, the 18-inch candle we know started with a height of 18 inches, and it's burning at a rate of 2 inches per hour. So you have to think, is your height of your candle increasing or decreasing? Well, because it's decreasing, we want to put minus 2x, minus 2 inches per hour. In part B, write an expression to represent the height of the 12-inch candle. Well, we're starting with the height of 12, and then we're decreasing at a rate of 0.5 inches per hour. So there's our two expressions. In part C, set the two expressions equal to each other to find the time it'll take for the two candles to have the same height. So I'll start with my first expression. It really doesn't matter which one you write down first. And I'll make it equal to the second expression, minus 0.5x. Now, looking on the right side, I see there's a variable, negative 0.5x. To get rid of that, I need to add 0.5x to both sides. Now, make sure you put it under the negative 2x. So when we do that, we drop the 18. Negative 2 plus 0.5 would be negative 1.5x, and that's equal to 12 because this zeroed out. All right. Now, if it makes you feel more comfortable, you can rewrite this problem like this: negative 1.5x plus 18 equals 12. You don't have to do that stuff, but I think it helps a lot of students when they're first learning these. So we're going to have to subtract 18 and then divide by negative 1.5. So I'll subtract the 18 And that would give me negative 1.5x equals negative 6. And then we'll divide both sides by negative 1.5. Now, I highly suggest you putting this in your calculator so you don't make a little mistake. Negative 6 divided by negative 1.5. And that gives me positive 4. So it will take 4 hours for the candles to have the same height. It will take 4 hours for the 2 candles to have the same height. All right, look at example 3. 2 customers spent the same total amount of money at a restaurant. Customer 1 bought 8 hot wings and left a $4 tip. Customer 2 bought 10 hot wings and left a $2.80 tip. Write and solve an equation to determine the cost of 1 hot wing in dollars and cents. So we're going to let x equal the cost of 1 wing. All right, so customer 1 bought 8 hot wings, so that would be 8x. And they left a $4 tip, so plus $4. Customer 2 bought 10 hot wings, so 10x plus a $2.80 tip. All right, now looking at the right side, we have a 10x. So I need to subtract 10x from both sides. And that will give me negative 2x plus 4 equals 280. All right, so subtract 4. And we can put this in our calculator. 2.8 minus 4. So negative 1.2. And then divide both sides by negative 2. So negative 1.2 divided by negative 2. And that gives me 0.6. So each wing cost 60 cents. Each wing costs 60 cents. Example 4. 2 8th grade classes are selling raffle tickets to raise money. Class 1 is selling tickets for $2.50 each and has already raised $350. Class 2 is selling tickets for $3 each and has already raised $225. How many tickets will each class need to sell for the total amount raised to be the same for both classes? So let's start with class 1. They're selling the tickets at $2.50 each, so 2.50x, and they've already raised $350. The other class is selling tickets for $3 each, and they've already raised $225. So we'll start off by subtracting the 3x from both sides. So that would give me negative 0.50x plus 350 is equal to 225. Now subtract your 350 and divide. Subtract 350. So negative 0.50x equals, come over here, 225 minus 350 gives me negative 125. Now divide by negative 0.5. So negative 125 divided by negative 0.5 gives me 200. Whoops, that I should have put a dollar sign there. This should be 250 tickets. They need to sell 250 tickets in order for both classes to raise the same amount. All right, example 5. Jessica baked 72 cookies and sold X cookies. Max baked 36 cookies and sold half as many cookies as Jessica did. How many cookies did Jessica sell if they each had the same amount of cookies? So Jessica baked 72 and sold X. So subtract X equals Max baked 36 and sold half as many cookies as Jessica did. So minus 1/2 X. All right. So I'm going to start off by adding 1/2 X to both sides. So 72. Now, if you're not sure how to simplify this, we're taking -1x, -1, and we're adding 1/2. So I'll just put 0.5. So minus 0.5x. Over here would equal to 36. So we will subtract 72 from both sides. So negative 0.5x equals negative 36, and then divide. So negative 36 divided by negative 0.5 gives me 72 cookies. So Jessica sold 72 cookies. All right. Julie started with 20 pieces of gum and gave away X pieces. Conrad started with 35 pieces of gum and gave away twice as many pieces as Julie did. How many pieces of gum did Julie give away if they had the same amount of pieces of gum left? All right, pause the video and try this one on your own. All right, welcome back. Let's see how you did. So I set up my first equation as 20 minus X, 20 pieces minus X pieces. My second equation was 35, started with 35, and minus twice as many, so minus 2X. All right. I then added 2X to both sides. So 20 plus X equals 35. Then I subtracted 20 from both sides. So X is equal to 15. So Julie gave away 15 pieces of gum. Check your answer with mine and fix anything that you got wrong in your notes. And that concludes today's lesson.